Here are my must-start tight ends for Week 16. First up, we have Dalton Kincaid, who's on a little bit of a downward trend, but the targets are still there, except for last week where they didn't throw the ball at all. But he's got a good chance to turn things around this week in his matchup against the Chargers, who have a tough time stopping the pass, allowing the 4th most passing yards in the league, and they also allow the 11th most fantasy points per game to tight ends. Next up, we have Evan Ingram. When Christian Kirk went down in Week 13, Ingram finished that week as the 2nd-ranked tight end, and he followed up the next week by finishing as the top-ranked tight end in the league. But then he really struggled the next week, finishing with only 28 yards on 4 catches. But I think this week in his matchup against the Bucs, he's got a real good chance to get back to those dominant performances because they allow the 3rd most passing yards in the league and the 9th most fantasy points to tight ends. And finally, we have Cole Kmet. He's got a matchup with the Cardinals, who actually do a pretty solid job of defending the tight end, but they give up a ton of scoring, allowing the 3rd most points scored in the entire league. And besides DJ Moore, Kmet's really the only other guy that Fields trusts. So I think he's going to be involved enough to have a solid floor with a good chance to find the end zone and end with a big week.